Hello, it's Chris.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chris vs. the People. I'm excited for today's episode and I'm glad that you're here joining us. Now, in typical Chris vs. the People fashion, we are going to be hearing from listeners about really gross first dates, wild threesomes, very specific name calling, and then just the need for some life advice that I think a lot of us will be able to resonate with. Now, if this is your first time joining Chris vs. the People, thanks for being here. And if it's not, welcome back. I can't believe we've done 30 episodes of this show, and just the love and the community that this show has brought, not only me, but y'all, is something that is probably my favorite part about doing Chris vs. the People. I feel like I don't really have many life updates. I have one that we'll be talking about on the after show, which I'll get to. Yeah, I think this episode we can just hop right into the calls. However, before we do, I want to remind you to subscribe to Chris vs. the People wherever you get your podcasts. We have video episodes up on our YouTube channel, Chris vs. the People. The link for the channel, the socials, to leave a review, it's all in the description of every episode. And then, like I mentioned, we will be doing an after show, like always, over on my Patreon, patreon.com/Chris Clemens. And I've been loving doing the after shows. I feel like a broken record every episode, but I just, especially at being on Patreon, I just feel like it can be as uncensored and unfiltered as we want. And it often gets there. So if you want to join all the fun on the after show, head on over to patreon.com/Chris Clemens. And let's get into this first call we have.
Hello.
Hi, Star. Welcome to Chris vs. the People. Now, you said that you're still cringing about a date you went on. What's going on here?
Yes. So this happened about a year ago, and it's quite funny, actually, now looking back at it. But basically, this guy, we were on and off since like high school.
Is that where you guys met in high school?
Yeah, we met in high school. He was a year older than me.
Okay.
But it was complicated because he was on and off with like a girlfriend, and I was like, I don't want to get involved in that.
Ew, so you were like one of the people in his like little rotating door?
Kind of. We were like friends, but like he kept like flirting with me, but like he was also behind my back flirting with this other girl. Me and her like talked, and I found out about it like afterwards.
Oh my God, the way I would have killed to be a little fly on the wall of that conversation.
No, yeah, but she ended up hating me because when they were dating, I accidentally snitched that she was cheating on him because I didn't know they were dating.
Oh, well,
they were so secretive about everything.
Yeah, that's not your fault. You know, I hope you can sleep at night knowing that that one's not on you because, I mean, listen.
I do sleep at night.
No need to brag, okay? It's not like I was up until 4 a.m. with insomnia. Okay, so this is the guy you met in high school. This is the first date you went on with him.
Yeah.
And this is also while...
Years later.
Oh, years later. Okay.
Yeah, we met in high school, but then years later we reconnect, and then we decide to actually go on a date and see if things can work out now that he didn't have any complications. He also like went to like the military for some time. God. It was a whole thing.
But did you not feel any hesitation from what you knew from high school regarding him?
Yes, but like I get easily sweet talked. So if someone says like nice words to me, I'm like, maybe I'll give them a chance. You know, I prefer to believe the good in people rather than the bad.
That is so beautiful. And I'm sure, as you know by now, such a waste of time.
Yeah, I'm learning that slowly but surely.
That's all that matters, is that you're learning something. So you guys reconnect and you go on a first date. Where does this go south? I mean, besides the obvious.
Yeah, he picks me up from my house. Great first step. Takes me to this fancy Italian restaurant because I really like Italian food. Another great step. Issue is, I didn't eat a lot that day. Barely anything, to be honest. I normally don't eat a lot. I'm working on it. So when we got to the restaurant, we ordered drinks, and I'm sipping on my drink. And then for appetizer, he orders a burrata, and I don't like burrata. I'm sure it's good, but it's not my thing.
No, you know what? I'm proud of you for saying that out loud because I think we need to raise awareness for this like anti-burrata
Thank you.
space to be available in life because everybody fucking loves burrata, my besties included. And like, listen, will I nibble on it? Sure, because I can't usually have the bread that comes free with the table. So yeah, I do end up nibbling on a burrata. But what is that fucking soggy, wet gallbladder that's all white on a plate?
Literally.
I mean,
No, it's disgusting.
we have cars that can drive themselves and criminals as presidents. You're telling me we haven't figured out a better presentation style for burrata? A wet, flaccid kidney on the table made of cheese? Crazy.
Dissecting it on the dinner table is insane.
Oh my God, cutting open the skin only to have everything fucking ooze out. Give me a break. So you got wine and then he orders burrata, which is a step in reverse of all of the progress he's made.
Yes. I got like a sangria and he got like a daiquiri for some reason. And then he was like, it's not even good.
Well, yeah, he ordered a daiquiri. I mean, what is he, like a 14-year-old trying to get drunk?
I agree. But we order our food. He gets like Alfredo, which is actually my favorite. And for some reason, I got pesto, which I do like, but...
She's no Alfredo.
Yes, exactly. But I got pesto. I was like, be different, you know? And yeah, I have like probably 2 bites of the pesto and I'm not feeling it, Chris. It's not even that it was bad. It was just so like oily and it felt weird in my tummy. I'm an IBS girly too. So like, if you know, you know. It's like,
No, you didn't have to say that at all. The way that I could just sense it on the phone. You have one of these really approachable voices that definitely seems like they're hiding something. And it's usually always IBS with this show.
It definitely is. But, oh my God, sorry. I just remembered the video of you dyeing your hair and shitting yourself. Iconic. Anyway.
Okay, listen, honey, you're the one on trial right now. Let's bring it back
so
to
right.
the fancy Olive Garden or whatever. Damn, what the hell?
It's okay. I'm about to beat you. Don't worry. But we finished eating. No dessert. Because I say no.
Did you finish your whole pesto or did you sort of be like, this isn't floating?
I had 2 bites.
Okay, I was just trying to understand all of the things at play here. Okay. So all you've had at this dinner is a sangria and 2 bites of pesto?
2 noodles of pesto because not even like 2 like full sporkfuls. 2 noodles individually.
2 individual noodles.
Again, I don't really eat a lot. I'm working on it. But yeah, we pay the bill. Well, he pays the bill. Of course. I wasn't going to pay that shit.
Period.
And then we leave. We get in the car in the parking lot. And immediately he is making out with me. Okay, sure, cool. And
well, wait, well, cool, but like, let's maybe pump the brakes. Was it a mutual thing or did he do one of those just like push you against the car and like stick his tongue down your throat kind of things?
No, we like sat in the car and I think we said like 2 words to each other, like, that was nice, yeah, cool. And then he just kind of like leaned in and started kissing me. And then I was
got
just
it.
like,
okay, that's
sure.
Okay, got it. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. But like, I mean, for me, I was like, we could have like talked a little more, but it's okay. I'm a yap though, as you can tell. But I'll wrap it up. About 10 seconds into the kissing, like not that long, I start feeling ill and I pull away from the kiss and I turn around to open the car door. And before the car door is even open, I start projectile vomiting inside of this man's vehicle. And it's a pretty nice vehicle. I mean, not like, you know, a Ferrari, but it's like a nice car. And I am just yakking in it. And then outside.
Oh my God. Not only are you yakking in it, you are yakking sangria with 2 noodles of pesto.
No, literally, like it was colorful.
The way I know the exact color of what was coming out of you, like I have been there, thrown up that.
It was terrible. And it was not my best moment. And then I eventually stopped throwing up. I also throw up so weird. It's not like I throw up like once and it's all out. I'm like in sessions. It's like blah, 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 blah. So it's really fun, not fun. But he's like holding my hair back, you know, like he's like, are you good? And I'm like, I can't talk right now. I'm fucking throwing up, you idiot. Like, what?
Not my eyes widening out of admiration because the bar is so low. I'm like, oh, he's holding your hair.
No, yeah, literally. It was sweet.
Like, you should marry him.
He acted very sweet throughout the whole time. Like, he was never rude about it. He was very, like, kind about it, which I was grateful for because I was mortified, Chris.
Has this kind of thing ever happened to you on a date before?
No, never.
Okay.
This is the first time, and I wanted to die. But I asked him if he can go get me napkins from the restaurant because we're still in the parking lot. So he goes into the restaurant, grabs napkins. I clean it up, and then he starts kissing me again. I like no water, no mouthwash, nothing. Like I just threw up.
You aren't even like swapping saliva at that point. Like he is literally getting a Costco sample of your stomach bile.
No, literally. I was like, in that moment, I was like, this is kind of insane. Like, he's kind of insane, but also like kind of hot. Like, he doesn't give a shit, you know? Like,
no, it's definitely like hot that it clearly wasn't a roadblock for him and he's like not making you feel weird about it. Definitely like, a little bit fucking weird that he wasn't even like, hey, maybe like swish around this water bottle that's been laying on the floor of my car for a week. Like that's like sweet, but also alarming. I think that's a good way of putting it. So you guys are making out again. And does this happen again?
Yeah. And then for a second time, I throw up in his car. This time I like was able to open the door a little more. So it was only like a little bit in the car and mostly outside. So I was like, phew, but it was still a little bit in the car. It was also nighttime, so it was kind of hard to see just like how much. Later, I found out that it was like very in the crevices under the seats of the car type beat.
Oh, honey, I already had that mental image just pretty solidified in my brain. That is all I was thinking about were the little crevices in cars that vomit stays forever.
Poor guy.
Okay, so you kiss, throw up, you go back to kissing and you throw up again. Please don't tell me he goes back for thirds.
No, we decide to go to a gas station. Well, he decides. He's like, let's go get you some Gatorade or some water, calm down your stomach. And I'm like, that sounds like a great idea. So we go. And then he buys me the stuff, so kind. He comes back. Those are like the nice water bottles. It's a little like plastic lids that you like sip from, you know?
Ooh.
Exactly. I was like, oh, he's flirting on me. Okay.
He's got money, honey.
Well, he definitely does. He was in the military and he works for the post people. Like, he works a lot. He's got that government money coming left, right, and center. But anyway, we go to the gas station. He gets to the water. Cool. I drink a little bit of water. And then he goes in for another kiss. And we're making out for a third time.
What, do you throw up down his throat this time?
No, somehow I didn't. Somehow I was able to pull away each time. But this time I wasn't as quick. Like, it came a little quicker. Maybe the water activated something. And then I kind of actually threw up on my lap and then on the car and then outside. So that one was like the messiest of them all. And then on top of all of that, this guy was still talking about, you want to come over to my place?
I mean...
No, I've thrown up 3 times. And also after kissing you, like, I think you're the problem, bro.
Well, babe, you are the one Mount Vesuviusing literally all over this person's car. I think that that's really cute that he wants you to come back and then also like sacrifice his bathroom. That's really beautiful to me.
I don't think I would have made it to the bathroom, Chris. He would have been sacrificing his bed, his floor, his gaming chair.
Wow, this really is just getting, heavy. Although you've described pretty much everything in my house. So, I don't know what's happening anymore. So he's like, let's go back to my place. And you're like, what? Hard no? Are you not traumatized by the, like, my innards that are in your car?
I was like, I don't think that's the best idea. I'm not feeling too good. And I don't want to keep throwing up. I'd rather just go home and rest, and we can try again another day. And he was like, okay, if that's what you want. And then he took me home. And then we did try again another day, and it was great.
Are you still dating? I mean, are you married? What the fuck? This is so weirdly cute.
He's just so wishy-washy. He texted me yesterday morning. I texted him back and then never heard from him again. He apparently works too much. And it's like, girl, if you wanted to make time for me, you would. I'm not going to waste my energy on that.
No, and I think that's really, really good of you. Good on you. I'm proud of you for making that decision. But wow, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this maybe the first time in this show ever. What a kind man.
Yeah, he's not too bad. I'm not going to lie.
My own personal dog throws up in my car and I have lost all composure. You're telling me someone that you met in high school, right?
Yeah.
You're telling me someone from high school is throwing up in my car? I don't know. I mean, yeah, he seems like a very patient, kind man.
Yeah, he's better than I would have been. I would have been like, there's no fucking way that just happened.
No, and then especially you're not coming back to my place. Oh my God, it's like, can I leave you at this gas station and get you an Uber home? Oh
my God, I should text him.
No, wait, how did we get there?
I don't know. You inspired me. I feel like I should text him tonight and be like, hey.
No,
what's up?
You said yourself. I was all team text him. And then you were like, well, he works too much. And if he wanted to make time, he would. And if someone's not making time for you, don't text them.
You're right, Chris. You're right. See, this is my problem.
Star, come on now.
I'm learning.
But I mean, listen, I get it. Trust me. He sounds wonderful. However, yeah, if you said it yourself, if he doesn't make time for you, girl, find someone who will.
You're absolutely right. And that's what I'm doing. I am working on that.
Find someone else's car to throw up in who will make the time for you.
Hopefully that would never happen again. I can't go through that again.
I know that this makes me an op, but I'm kind of hoping it does. What a fun, beautiful little story. For the person that you love, for all of your wedding guests, we'll eat that story up.
That is true. That would be fun.
While they're eating their pre-selected dinners, they'll be eating up this story of love wins. How beautiful is that?
Tell this story during the dinner time?
Okay, well, listen, we have enough time to workshop it. Okay, I hear you loud and clear on that note, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn it.
I did lie to you at the beginning. This did happen once before, but I did throw up in a bag that time. I have actually thrown up multiple times on dates now that I'm looking back at it, but it was all in relationships, and it was always in a bag, or I had enough time to throw up outside of the car.
Okay, so it wasn't
on a first date and in a car.
Oh, wow.
I had bad memory.
That is special. You really, you frightened me, Star. I'm not going to lie. You frightened me.
Again, I'm working on it. I have eating problems. I don't like food.
Okay, well, we have the opposite problem. I love food and I have eating problems. So look at us just representing in the media or something. Wow, thank you for sharing such a vulnerable time in your life that seems to be recurring.
Thank you. You're so amazing. I appreciate your time.
Oh my God, I appreciate your time. Thanks for being a part of today's episode.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm so excited. And everyone else says, say hi to Booger and Worm for me. I know you give them love.
I know. I'm starting to think why everybody's calling in is just to it's like a wellness check for my dogs. I'm I promise they're still living the best life in America.
We just love them so much. They're so cute.
Thank you. I love them as well. And I'll definitely give them some little belly rubs after this.
All right. Bye. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. Oh my God. I mean, I went on a date where the person talked the entire time. That was really brutal. But I've never thrown up in someone's car, let alone 3 times in their car. Now, before we get to the next call, I'd like to say this message is sponsored by Raycon. As somebody who is constantly traveling between either my house in Delaware or New York, or I'm on tour for live shows, headphones/earbuds are the most important thing to have. at least for me. And let me tell you, I love my Raycon Everyday earbuds. There is a reason that the Raycon Everyday earbuds have become the go-to gift for the holidays. Not only is the audio quality mind-bogglingly amazing, but also they last up to like 32 hours. And let me tell you, for those long flights, thank you, Raycon. Now, the Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic are packed with upgrades. They have active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity, which means that you can pair these with 2 devices at once. That's right, baby. Traveling with Raycon is magical. And then just like on a personal note, I love how small and low profile not only the case is, and also the earbuds have an ergonomic fit that make them actually stay in my ear no matter what I'm doing. Another reason I love my Raycon Everyday Earbuds Classic is because of the quick charge. For 10 minutes, you can get 90 minutes of playtime with these. That to me is like everything and more. And on top of that, they have a 30-day happiness guarantee, so if you don't love them, returns are easy, so you really have nothing to lose. I use this, and you should too, so join the over 3 million people who love Raycon, because Raycon is going big for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everything's up to 30% off. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/Clemens to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. I can't thank Raycon enough for making this product, but also supporting this show. Be sure to support them in return, and let's get to our next call. Well, speaking of interesting romantical encounters, we have our next call with Brooke.
Hello.
Hi, Brooke. We got to talk about a threesome you had that went very wrong, which are all of my favorite keywords in a sentence. When did this historical threesome happen?
This historical threesome happened one night in 2024. I was a senior in college, so it's, I didn't really have anything to lose, so.
Except a diploma. That's something you say after you graduate from college.
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually did, this is a random tidbit, I actually did almost not graduate on time because of one class.
One class, not one threesome one night. Sure.
Okay. So shall I
Wait, so why, how did this threesome go wrong? How did the threesome come about, I guess?
Yeah, so, like I said, so it was senior year, and I was like, okay, we're getting to the end of the semester. Let me link up with some friends from friends from the past, like a little blast from the past situation. So I reached out to my freshman year roommate. So senior year, reached out to my freshman year roommate, Peyton.
You're closing the circle. I get it.
Oh, right. And so I was like, do you want to go out and celebrate that we're graduating? And she was like, yeah. And she's like one of those like off-on friends, like not like off and on, but like kind of just like casually lingering there forever. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, wait, I haven't talked to you in months.
Totally. It's like the friend that you like don't really keep up with on a day-to-day basis, but like you have fun together when you do link up.
Exactly. And like it's not like weird when you hang out. Like it doesn't need like a weird like, hey, how have you been? It's just like
Yeah. You just pick right back up from where you left off.
Exactly. And we were freshman year roommates the year of COVID. So like it doesn't get much closer than that.
No, it really doesn't, except there was a 6-foot distance, I'm sure.
Within the room.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit up Peyton, you guys hit the town to celebrate graduating.
Yes, and I met her on Facebook Marketplace. So like I didn't know her like that well when we first met, but whatever.
Wait, run it back.
Oh.
You met her on Facebook Marketplace because you bought something from her or because she put herself on Facebook?
Oh, wait. No, yes, you're right. I didn't buy something from her. It's the Facebook groups or whatever.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this how people are meeting, through Facebook Marketplace? Because, I mean, we've had an episode of the show where someone met on Facebook dating, which I didn't even know was a thing. I do know about Marketplace, but I didn't think you could meet people on there.
I heard that episode, and the face that I made when you were like, that's a thing, I was like, yeah, I didn't know that was
sounds
a
like
thing.
one of those things that like can only go poorly.
Right, it can only go, like, there's no way up.
Exactly.
But anyway, I mean, I'm about to tell a horrible story. So
okay,
fine.
so you go out with Peyton and you're celebrating your senior year, like graduating, the whole enchilada.
Yeah, so we're out at the bar, we're like standing outside, drinking in line, as you do when you're like 21 or whatever. And it's like one of those like really like big bars, not like physically, but like big in popularity. Like
Totally.
everyone just loves to be in that bar, even though literally like the seating is like fills up in like 5 seconds and you're just standing around. So whatever. We're drinking in line and we're just like, okay, let's go in. Like we're almost there. So we hop in. It's like so full. It's like pouring out. Like there's so many people. So like the second we step in there, we're like, oh my gosh, because two of Peyton's friends, or like a couple of her friends from this club that she was in that I happened to also be in freshman year. So like I knew them, but like we weren't like close anymore because I didn't stay in the club and Peyton did. Whatever. They were there and we were like, oh my God, hey. So we were just hanging out, standing with them. And there were these two girls named Megan and Cassandra that were like standing by them. So we're all like starting to chat, whatever. And then like randomly these two men started like talking up me and Cassandra. And so we're like, okay, let's milk them for tequila shots. So,
I mean, period. That's a fucking CEO in the making.
Exactly. They're like old and I'm like, I've never taken a tequila shot. And they're like, what? You know, I'm like, don't you do like a lime thing? They're like, yeah. And they're like showing me how to do it.
This is like that episode of Modern Family where she's like takes a shot and it doesn't burn. And then everyone's staring at her and her family. And then she's like, ooh, it burns.
Ooh, ow. Burn. Yeah.
So when you said that they were like older, are you talking like old, like sugar daddy kind of people,
I'm
or just like
old?
Oh, okay, got it. So yeah, from dinosaur era.
You're right. Very much like giving nursing home, you know.
Wait, really that old?
Like so old. Like younger than like 70, but like way, like definitely over 50.
Woof. Okay, so they've got at least 3 decades on you, and they're trying to hit on you and Cassandra.
Yeah. So I'm like, whatever, like, let's just get some shots out of this. And so we like start getting more shots out of them. They're like, rounds for everyone. You guys want a shot? You want a shot? And like, so like me and all my friends are getting free shots. And we're like, this is awesome.
Period.
So my friend Katie comes up. This is like a random side part of the story, but like my friend Katie comes up and I'm like, oh, let me introduce you. Like, do you want a free shot? You know? And she's like, oh yeah. Like, they're like,
you're just bringing people out you're like going out of the bar and you're like, hey, who in line wants a shot? Okay, 1, 2, no lime. Okay, 3, 4. I'm dead.
No, because the old men were actually taking account. They were like, so what is that? 7? Okay. And then he's like, 7 shots for these ladies. Like, it was so funny.
Whoa.
So I'm like, oh yeah, like this is my friend Katie. I'm like, girl, you want a shot? She's like, yeah. And so like she starts talking about like, oh yeah, I'm studying to be a teacher. And the men are like, oh wow. And then I was an English major. So I was like, yeah, neither of us are going to make any money after we graduate. That's so sad. And he was like, what kind of shot do you guys want? And we were like, have you ever had a shark bite? Like, do you know what those are?
Not a clue, but it sounds like something that I would either love or immediately projectile vomit.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those drinks. It's like blue.
I already did that math. I knew that thing was fucking blue 20.
Right. Yeah.
Blue 20
and then you
boots.
put red 40 in it, and that's why it's called a shark bite, because it like looks like blood in the water.
Oh my God, blood in the water. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, so
yes.
I'm just sitting here, I mean, playing a game of guess who, of who is involved in this threesome. I mean, obviously you. So who are the 2 other players?
Okay, let me get there.
Sorry, I am just like chomping at the bit. I am like, who is it?
You're shark biting at the bit.
Okay, that's...
Okay, anyway.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I'm not proud of it. So, anyway. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're not gonna get any money when we graduate. Like, oh, we're so poor. And they're like, let's get them a shot. So they gave us a shot. We all took it. And then she's like, okay, I have to go. And then I was like, I guess I was really like really hyping up like the fact that she's like a teacher. She's gonna make no money. So the old man just looks at her, pulls out his wallet, and gives her a wad of cash. Then the other man does the same thing. And the next day, she told me that collectively they gave her $120 for literally nothing. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, this is a really hot evening. Like that is almost foreplay.
No, actually.
I mean, so I can now rule out that Katie's not in the threesome. I'm thinking it's you and the two guys, or you, Cassandra, and one of them.
Okay, thankfully it is not those two guys. I'll say that right here and right now.
Okay, gorgeous.
So it starts getting lit. Yeah. So thankfully. So it starts getting late, and then Cassandra's like getting really drunk, and Peyton is friends with like the bouncer, and the bouncer's like, you guys need to leave. And like as a friend, but he's also like, I'm about to have to kick you guys out, so you should probably leave. So we're like, yeah. So Cassandra and Megan were like roommates, and they were like, let's leave.
Wait, do you mean Peyton?
No. So Cassandra and Megan were like roommates, and me and Peyton used to be roommates.
Got it.
So Megan's just like this other girl that's also there.
Okay, I was wondering where Megan came in. Okay, so you, Cassandra, and Megan leave.
Peyton.
And Peyton is there.
Yeah, so all four of us leave. Actually, I think one of the club members, like the people in Peyton's club, also came with us. It was kind of a blur, but I was able to put this story together somehow. So we're like, okay, let's leave and let's go get a Sharpie from your guys' apartment to write our names on the wall. Let's come back here and write our names on the wall. So we're like, okay, sure. So we go back there, and like Peyton, and so Cassandra and Megan are giving us like a house tour, and I'm like, oh my God, is that a bong? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, can we? And they were like, yeah. So we hit the bong, and then Peyton and her other friend that was there like started like singing a song for them, like, because they were like in this like, we were in this like women's singing club group thing, and so they just start like singing and harmonizing like as payment, because like Cassandra and Megan were like, wait, can you guys sing for us? And so they just did. And then yeah, that was really random, but sorry, I'll stay on track. So Peyton and I wanted to go back out, but like Megan wanted to stay behind, and Cassandra was like, do you care if I go with them? And she was like, no, I don't. So I was like, guys, we're not going to be able to go back into the club because Peyton's friend, who's like the bouncer, is not going to let us in. So I was like, let's just like go back to my apartment. It's like 1 a.m. We can like crash there. So I'm like super tired, whatever. And Peyton, mind you, Peyton has been like bi-curious for a while at this point. And she was like texting me all night saying like, Cassandra's so hot. She's so hot. And I was like, well, like maybe. So then we go back to my apartment, and I made everyone some chicken wings. And then I turned on a movie. I think it was Megamind. I don't know.
This is the craziest intro to a threesome I've ever heard. I made some chicken wings, I threw on Megamind, and then we got to town.
Right. And we got to work. Yeah. So I was like, wait, do you guys want to get more fucked up? They're like, yeah. I'm like, do you want to hit my pen? So they're like, yeah. I'm like, there's this game I play, and they're like, okay. And it's basically you just like hit it a bunch and then pass it. Like, it's not really a game so much as it is just like you getting high as fuck. So you just like hit the pen so many times that you lose count. And then Peyton says, wait, I have an idea. We're like, what? She's like, well, while the one person is hitting it, what if the other two people make out?
Oh, Peyton is a fucking dirty little birdie.
I know. She's a dirty little bi girly.
That is a fucking fantastic way to spark this.
And then my drunk ass was like, yes, like, because I've never even kissed you, and you were literally my roommate. And Cassandra's like, okay, what the fuck? You guys kiss first.
Wait, did you and Peyton like always have like some tension, or it was just strictly platonic the whole time?
It was strictly platonic. I thought she was super straight, and she knew I was bi, so I was like, whatever. Like, I didn't think anything would ever happen.
Whoa, okay. I love a good college roommate romp around.
I know, like, we were roommates, you know?
So where does this all go wrong, I'm afraid to ask?
Right now.
Oh, okay. And buckled.
Yeah, so we like... Yeah, buckle your seatbelt. So we start like passing the pen around and just like kissing. And like at some point I'm like, yo, you guys are like low-key cheating my pen. So I was like, I'm just gonna discreetly put it away. And so I just like put it away and was like, guys, I'm so tired, you know. And then I just like laid down. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I wonder how this is going to work. Because I know that Peyton wants to kiss Cassandra, but I kind of want to kiss Cassandra because she's like really hot. And like we had been kissing, but I was like, I want to like just kiss Cassandra. And like, I think Peyton just wanted to kiss Cassandra too. So it was like, how's this gonna work?
Meanwhile, Cassandra's laying there and she's like, everyone wants to fuck me.
Exactly. She's so like everyone wanted her. So I'm like, how's this gonna work? And we're like all laying down like sardines in my bed, right? And then she starts like touching my shoulder, and I was like, oh. and then I was like, this is gonna be so awkward. Like, what if Cassandra wants to kiss me, and then Peyton's just sitting there after having texted me all night, like, oh my gosh, Cassandra's so hot. Come to find out that Cassandra and Peyton were like playing footsie and like touching each other underneath the bed before I even got a shoulder touch. So I was like, damn, okay. Then I was like nearly falling asleep watching Megamind, and then Cassandra just like pulls me over and starts making out with me. And I was like, oh my God. And then she like stops making out with me and makes out with Peyton. And then we're just all making out. It was crazy. And then at one point she like touches the bottom of both of our shirts, like tugs on them and just goes, take these off. And we just did.
Okay. I mean, like, hot.
Sorry, you were so silent. I didn't know if you
No,
could hear me.
I'm just like actively like waiting for the train to come off the rails.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'll speed it up. So then some things went down, right? And then I'm like, okay, it's late. If you guys want to stay the night, you can. And then Peyton's like, no, I can get us a ride. And starts like texting someone to pick her up. And she's like, Cassandra, do you need a ride? And she's like, yeah, if you don't mind. So at like 2 a.m. they both go home. Next day I wake up. I'm like sober now. And I'm like, oh my God, how did I forget? Peyton literally has a boyfriend. And they had been dating for over a year. I think it was like 2 years. My face, I was like,
Oh, shit. That's really bad.
And I was like, oh my God, well, at least the other one was single. And so I'm like, whatever, like, I'll talk to her about that later. Then I'm like, wait, I think I followed Cassandra on IG, on Instagram. Let me like stalk her. So I start scrolling and I see a post with a man that's captioned 365 times 5 with you. Hashtag happy anniversary. Their 5-year anniversary is like a month before that all went down.
Oh my God, Brooke, so you're a fucking 2-time homewrecker.
Apparently.
No, I'm just giving you shit. You are not responsible for that, okay? You are not responsible. And also, like, I feel like there's a world in which we can spin this to be like empowerment, just girls hanging out being girls. Like, you know, there is such a way, like, these two men, no offense to them, seem kind of stupid. I think there's a lot of ways around this.
No, they definitely are.
I mean, that's really bad. Cheating is like very not good.
Right.
But like, I don't know. It seems like less bad when it's no, never mind. I'm going to stop that sentence. That's really bad of them. So did you talk to them about it?
Yeah, so I like talked to Peyton and I was like, hey, like, how are you feeling about last night? And she was like, fine. And I was like, fine. She's like, yeah, like I had fun. And I was like, fun? Like she was just like being so casual about it. And I was like, so are you gonna tell your boyfriend or? And she was like, no, I don't think I have to. And I was like, have you guys already like talked about this before? And she's like, no. So I was just like, oh. So she just yeah. So she just wasn't gonna tell him. And I was like kind of racked with guilt for a little bit. But I was like, well, it's not my relationship. I guess my friend just told me there's like a thing going around TikTok that's like, if you knew your friend was like cheating on their partner, like, would you tell their partner? And honestly, my stance is that's just not my circus or my monkeys. So yeah.
Come on, Barnum and Bailey. Yes, you better fucking do. Wow, that definitely makes a threesome go bad. Woof.
Yeah. And then, here's the kicker, Chris. Not only that, but I realized that the person that Peyton called to pick up her and Cassandra was actually her boyfriend. So her boyfriend picked up her and the girl that she just had a threesome with.
Maybe they went home and had a threesome. You never know. You know,
I hope so.
Let's leave this open-ended and like a beautiful start of a creative writing assignment for some college student or something. Wow. Brooke, you are fascinating, and I fear that we're only going to learn more about you because on the after show, we're also talking to you about how you greened out at a Christmas party and also a wild first date of yours. So we will talk to you in a little bit over on the after show. I'm so scared now.
I'm so sorry, and I wish I could tell you that it would be fine, but I can't say that truthfully.
And you know what? I'm excited for the ride. Well, I'll talk to you in a little bit, Brooke. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
So appreciate it.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, when it was like threesome went wrong, I was thinking, okay, throw up, someone. I didn't think there was going to be not one, but two cases of people cheating on their partners. Guys, we have to stop being this casual about cheating. I mean, like, yeah, I'm laughing, but it's mostly because I'm like, excuse me? What do you fucking mean her boyfriend picked her and this girl up who has a man of 5.5 years? Yeah. Oh, y'all stress me the fuck out sometimes, but right now we're moving on to our next call.
Hello.
Hi, Savannah. I want to talk to you about the worst thing you've called someone.
Yeah. So, this has to do with this has to do with my father.
As it always does.
Yeah, man's a character. But just to preface a little bit, I was like 15 at the time, and he was staying with us. He was homeless, living in his car, and it was a hot Texas summer. And so my mom, being the kind lady she is, was letting him stay with us. But me and him already weren't on good terms because, like every 15-year-old, I was smoking a lot of pot and I was getting piercings and tattooing myself.
Wait, like every 15-year-old, what other 15-year-olds besides the cast of Euphoria is tattooing themselves?
I'm sorry, but in my little conservative town, all of us little alternative kids were buying tattoo guns off of Amazon and doing it ourselves.
What town do you live in? I want to know what to avoid in America.
So I don't live there anymore, but it is like right around Fort Worth, Texas.
Say less.
Yeah.
Okay. So your dad is staying with y'all because your mom is a very generous lady.
Yeah, sometimes to a fault.
They always are.
Yeah. So he is staying with us, and one day we are stopping by our house so my mom can like run inside and grab something. And he comes out and is like, "Can I go with you guys?" And my 3 little sisters are in the back seat. We are in a minivan. One of my sisters is like, "Yeah, we're just like going to the grocery store." And he sits down, like I'm in the passenger seat, and he sits like diagonally behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm on my phone, and he like hits the back of my arm and is like, "What are you sipping on?" Because I had a McDonald's cup. I was literally drinking tea, but he like kept pushing and pushing, and he's like assuming that I have whiskey in the cup, and I did not drink like that. I still don't.
You're saying this at 15 as if you had the option of drinking like that.
Right, exactly. And so it pissed me off, and like I did smoke a lot of pot, but I was like an honor roll student. I had good attendance.
Oh, honey, I'm not the one. I'm not questioning you. You're doing me a solid by calling into the podcast. I am not asking you any further questions.
Right. But so he like always like had this negative picture of me just because of those things, and it pissed me off. And he starts ranting about how he's my dad and I need to respect him. And I turned around and I looked at him. I said, "You're not my dad. You're just a balding Nazi who knocked up my mom." And he was livid, like lost his ever-loving mind.
I mean, did you expect him to be thrilled about that?
Oh, well, okay.
You're not my dad. You're a balding Nazi who knocked up my mom. I mean,
well,
convo's over. The Zoom call has ended.
Yeah.
What?
Right. But like, he's a Trumpy who couldn't tell you what the 3 branches of government were. Like, that's just him as a whole person. Not the lights are on, but nobody's home. And so I think that probably didn't even hit him as hard as like the "you're not my dad." Like we did not have that type of relationship. He didn't provide at all. Like that wasn't the energy between us. And then he like gets in my face and starts screaming at me.
Meanwhile, your mom is driving the minivan.
Yeah.
Dude, I just want to say to all the moms who are stuck in the driver's seat while the minivan is getting rocked, I am sending you so much love and support and validation because holy shit, as a former creator of that energy in the minivan, I am so sorry. Oh my God.
Yeah. I give my mom so many kudos because she put up with so much. She ended up getting out of the car and like making him get out, and then they start going at it, and it turns into she thinks that she can just call me whatever and this, that, and the third. And it kept escalating, and it ended with us going no contact for a long time.
I mean, yeah, I can't say I'm shocked by that ending.
Yeah.
Are you guys in contact now?
Kind of. So
You're like, we are technically when I remind him that he's a balding Nazi.
right. Well, for my 18th birthday, he sent me like $500 out of the blue. Hadn't talked to him in I think like 3 or 4 years. And so he sent me $500, and as an 18-year-old, hey, that's amazing.
Oh my God, no. Like, that's when you think, like, maybe I'll be on Forbes 30 under 30, 100%.
Right, exactly. And so now I play nice, and I will call him on the days I know he's getting his check, and he will send me some money, and that's about our relationship. So play a little nice, and I get money.
On it. God, I mean, this episode is just like a female business conference. This is inspiring. Wow, good for you.
I go in the group chat. We need ideas.
No, I've like literally done this exact thing, but it wasn't money. It was H&M clothes when I was like in college. That was one of the only reasons I put up with my dad, because I was like, well, let's milk this for a sec if he's going to be just awful.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get what you can. A father, probably not, but maybe some clothes or some pot money.
Some hard cash. Yeah, 100%. Wow, Savannah, I really admire your game. I really do. Just start to finish.
Thank you.
The McDonald's iced tea, the balding Nazi, the calling for cash. I mean, that really is just... Those are the 3 branches of government: McDonald's iced tea, balding Nazi, and calling for cash. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, life's good.
I bet it fucking is for you, girl. Oh, God. Well, thank you so much for sharing and being a part of today's episode. I hope,
of course,
you just continue to thrive. What a legend.
Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. I just love doing this show. God, I just love doing this show. I really do. Like, there are stories that we hear from listeners, and I'm like, wow, that's like watching Real Housewives of some American city, where I'm like, wow, this is entertaining, but I've never related to this. This is one of those stories that I'm like, this is my like photo album, but in a different font, or in like a different, I don't know, like medium. All right, anyways, we have our last call of the episode, and it is with Anna.
Hello.
Hi, Anna. Now, you need advice of whether or not you should reach back out to your friend, correct?
Yes.
How long of a friend was this person your friend?
Like 2.5 years or so.
Why are you now like distant or in a place where you're wondering if you should reach out?
So it's kind of a long story, kind of a short story.
I picked the short story.
Okay. So long story short, she like ghosted me after I moved away, and then reached back out like a couple months later. Well, I texted her first and I said I saw something that reminded her of, or me of her. And then she was like, oh my gosh, yes, like we should hang out soon. And I was like, Well, like, I would love to, but, like, I feel like, you know, our lives are changing since I moved away, and we haven't really talked for a while.
How far away did you move?
I moved an hour away, so not even, like, super far.
Okay, so it's literally like I have best friends from high school still who I drive an hour away for. So, like, that's not totally crazy. How did y'all meet, by just like out of curiosity?
We worked together at
Okay.
the same restaurant
Okay.
and just, like, immediately clicked.
Okay, so you clicked for 2 years, you moved an hour away, and then this friend just ghosted you?
Yeah, like, I would snap her and she wouldn't respond to me for, like, days, weeks. I think one time it was a month, and she would still be, like, posting with other friends and, like, still, like, responding to other people, obviously, but not to me.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so then you saw something that reminded you of her, and you sent it, and she was like, we should hang out?
Yeah.
Is she one of those people that has like a lot of friends?
Yeah.
Okay, see, these people are always complicated because it feels so personal, but like it really, I mean, I don't know this person, I don't know the situation, but like, okay, sorry, I'll shut up. I've had a little bit of a glass of wine and now I suddenly feel like I am solving the world's problems.
No, it's okay. I mean, I want your advice, so.
Okay. So is that where it stands current day, where she was like, we should hang out, and you're like, our lives are different now?
Yeah. And I was very transparent with her, and we had a little conversation. So we had that talk on January 26th. I have the receipts. And then we didn't talk at all until March, when I reached out to her and I was like, whenever you're ready to talk again, just reach out. Like, I miss you. And she was like, I want to talk to you, but I feel like I lost my best friend when I needed her most. Then I was like, I'm here through thick and thin. I always have been. Like, I just want to have full conversations with you when we're not together face to face. Like, I had a lot change, this and that.
So basically, you're just saying, like, I need more communication from you besides when we're face to face.
Yeah.
And how did she respond to that?
She did not respond. She just didn't. And then we didn't talk until July, when, like, a spam account of her on Instagram messaged me. And I was like, did you get a new Insta? And she was like, no, don't respond to it. And then that was it.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. It really is incredible in this day and age how many ways you can just feel rejected from people. Like, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's texting, there's FaceTiming, there's emailing. Like, it's brutal. And it really, I think, complicates things a lot.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the first question you should ask yourself is, do you want to not only be friends with her, but also put in 50% of the effort into that?
I mean, yeah, like, I still have friends in that area, and we try to meet up like once a month, and it works for us. So I don't really get why it can't work with me and her. And also, like,
but what I'm saying is, like, you still want the friendship.
Yeah. I mean, after all this time, like, I don't know what it will be like.
But I think that's where you just have like a serious reckoning, and you're just straight up of like, hey, I want to talk about this because I do want this friendship. I care about you and I don't want to lose this over what seems to be miscommunication. I was under the impression that you were wanting some distance from me because of X, Y, and Z. And that made me feel, you know, reserved or kind of go inward. And then when you would reach out, I would enjoy it, but I didn't know where we stood because of feeling, you know, isolated or whatever the
ignored.
Fuck. Yeah, like, I think just lay it all out there, but never, 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 never come from an accusatory point of view, unless like obviously the person like killed your dog or like, you know, like fucked your best, like then you can be like, you did this and that's fucked up.
Right.
But like in this sort of thing, I think it's always best to talk from talk in facts of like, this event happened and this is how I felt.
Yeah.
Like that, as long as you're not like name calling or finger pointing, I feel like that's the best way I would go into this, I guess, is just more so like, you never responded. And so I just took that as disinterest and I didn't want to feel desperate or be annoying to you. But when you said you needed your best friend like so badly, I had no idea. And of course I would have been there for you and I still want to be there for you. So I think if this matters to you, it's just showing, hey, I think either I or we or you misunderstood and I really care about this. I hope you feel the same. And I think that's like the extent to which you can put into it. Otherwise, you can't make someone want a friendship
Yeah.
that you want more, you know?
Right. And like every time I texted her, it was like me, I think, I feel. Like I really, when it comes to conversations with people where maybe they're in the wrong, I'm not accusatory like that. I don't really like confrontation. So
Totally. No, that's you and me both. It's like I can do it. I just don't enjoy it, especially with people you care about. It's like I save the confrontation for the bitches that I fucking hate. But I think it's worth just being like, hey, I want to talk to you. I really miss you and I care about you. And I'm hoping you feel the same. And I just want to get back on track. Like, I think that's like a solid opener.
yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of drama in our friendship, but it wasn't really between me and her. It was like with a different friend we have. And then I guess after like taking the break or whatever, I saw her posting with that old friend who like really wronged her and was like, my bestie did this, my bestie did that. And I was just like, oh.
But I mean, that should give you optimism that there's room for you and this friend to reunite and come back together, right?
I hope so.
I say, you know what? You can only do so much. I say you put yourself out there if this is something that you want. And at the end of the day, if you're not getting what you want in return, or you don't feel like what's being thrown at you back is fair, then that's that. And you just move on. And moving on doesn't mean like fuck them forever. It's like you move on with your life, putting yourself first. And maybe in the future that'll come back around and maybe in the future it won't. But at the end of the day, you can't be like putting other people's shit before your own.
Right.
So that's my advice. I'm not saying like therefore take it, because I mean, I am just, oh my God, this is my last day. The day that this episode goes up is my last day of being a 31-year-old. I'm almost a 32-year-old, which means I'm even wiser.
Oh my gosh. Happy early birthday.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, take that advice with a grain of salt, but I feel like I've gone through a lot of friendship ups and downs and no turnbacks. And
Right.
I think if it's something that you have to ask yourself, does this matter to me? And if it does, go in with an approach that you would want to be approached by, you know? I think that's
Yeah.
that whole do unto others as you would have do unto you, or whatever that fucking Bible shit was.
Right.
It really does apply for these kinds of moments of like, if someone were coming to me about this, I would not want the finger blaming or the finger pointing and the blaming and all of that. You know, I'd want it to come from a soft place of compassion. So I think if you do that, that'll help give you answers of how to move forward. Damn, I feel like I ate with that, honestly.
Yeah. That was great.
Anna, I am rooting for you and this friend. I hope that they respond positively. And if not, maybe we'll get an update. Who knows?
Maybe. I'll reach out to her right now.
Oh, well,
and then I'll let you know.
Put some thought into it. Don't just take some time and sit on this, because then I'm going to start to feel guilty if it doesn't go great.
Okay, I will.
All right. I'm rooting for you, girl. You got this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your night.
You too. Bye. Dude, that is such a fucking mundane but real as fuck conversation to have had. Like I said, there's so many different ways to feel distant or rejected or X, Y, and Z from in 2025. And it's so complicated. Like there's people that I have that I'm like, what are we? Because I'm looking at likes on Instagram and this and that. And like, there's so many ways to feel insecure in relationships. But at the end of the day, I really do believe if it's something you want and something that matters to you, you should do everything within your power to get it or to fix it or to, fill in the blank it. But anyways, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much to everybody who not only called in and was a part of it, but everybody who listened. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a 5-star ranking and review it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That helps us out immensely. Again, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Chris Versus the People wherever you get your podcasts and our YouTube channel so you don't miss next week's episode. And I will see those of you who are part of the after show on patreon.com/Chris Clemens. And if not, I'll see you next week. Later.